with me. Now, I can't speak for my brother and my sister. I know my mama pattern with me. I've seen it over and over and over and over and over and over. Now, check this out. Before I got locked up, before all of this happened, I was staying at my mom's before I moved to Clarksville with my girlfriend. My mama was asking me for $1,500 because she was getting ready to she was getting ready to get into this cleaning service called Jenna King. Now, when she had asked me for the money, she had told me she was gonna quit her job. She didn't say when she was gonna quit the job. Now, I was in the streets at the time, and I'm selling dope at the time. You know what I'm saying? To this day, she'll still say she didn't know. She'll probably say she didn't know we was selling dope. She knew me and my brother was selling dope. Man, ain't no way we in control of the whole city doing everything that we doing, and you don't know we selling dope. But anyway. So when she asked me for this money, she actually went and quit her job. Then she came to me and she was like, I done quit my job, I need that money. I had just read up when they got a 4 in the split. You know what a 4 in the split is? That's a 4.5. You don't know what a 4.5 is? It's a 4 in the baby. Let me know you ain't never been in the streets. If you ain't never been in the street, I advise you don't never get in the street. So when she tell me this, I'm like, dang. So but she called and putting pressure on me. So at this point, I'm like, that's what I'm gonna give her the money, which that was part of the reason why I participated in the robbery. Not only was I a jack boy, I'm a jack boy, you know what I'm saying? But I was also participating in the robbery at the time, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I just get that and go and throw that to mom. You know what I'm saying? That was a part of the reason. So after that happened, when I went to prison, I'm sitting in a cell with my daddy one day. And me and my daddy, we was talking about my mom. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never had nothing bad to say about my mom. You know what I'm saying? If he did say something that was about my mama's character or personality, I didn't take it as bad. Because some people don't know how to handle when they say certain things about you, you automatically saying that you automatically think they trying to attack who you are. No, that is who you is. It is what it is. So when we was having a conversation, right, I was telling him about the $1,500 in the cleaning service. My daddy said, I just got chills. And when my daddy said that, he said, the only reason I just got chills, he said, because before everything happened, you know what I'm saying, with me and her brother, you know what I'm saying, it was those same kinds of conversations. She needing this, that, and this, and that. Now, when it come to my pops, you know what I'm saying? I don't know the hand that he was dealt. I don't know what life was like. I do know he was in the Marines. I do know he did this and he did that and he did certain things to put him in a predicament and a situation that he was in. Now, if he used that as an excuse to say, you know what I'm saying, your mama put pressure on him and it made me want to, it is what it is. But at the same time, as a parent, you know what I'm saying, as a grown man, I'm pretty sure there was other things that you could have done. If that's what you want to say, then that's what you want to say. That is what it is. So, but anyway, he said it gave him chill because he remembered similar conversations. So, I get home. No, but before I get home, I leave this prison where I'm at with my daddy. Keep in mind, I didn't see my mama the whole 10 years in prison. I leave this prison where I'm at with my daddy. When I get to this other prison where my uncle at in West High. When I get there, I call home to tell my mama that I had been moved to another prison. My mama was aware that I was actually going with the CO and had some stuff going on. My mama didn't ask me how was I doing. She didn't ask me why they moved me to another prison, which was this was the 6th prison I had been moved to. Now, one time that my mama, did she seem concerned about my mental? I don't know if it was hard on her as a mom to ask me about my mental, but at this point, I'm 7.5 years in prison. I ain't seen none of my family. I'm barely able to talk to y'all. I'm in here pretty much taking care of myself. Now, did she ride? Did she help me? Of course. I ain't saying that she didn't do nothing, but I'm saying, as a mother, I know Mary followed the king all the way to the cross. I know every parent is not cut like that. But at some point, I don't care what age you are, it's just something about feeling that reassurance from a parent, whether it be your mother or your father. It's grown men right now, they mothers done passed and they still wish they can call to hear her voice to get reassurance. So it's never a point in your children's life, unless you feel that, unless you are enabling them. They got some kind of addiction, they got some kind of nonsense going on, and they run into you and you're enabling them. Now I'll say this about my mom. She has never been an enabler. My mama has always been one to hold me accountable. If I did something I ain't had no business doing, if you done read the book, then you know she tried to take me to the police department several times and I took out running. When the police came to the door, it wasn't no don't answer the door, it was the police. She was now what they want. There's great things I can say about my mama. I'm just pointing out things that put a hindrance on our relationship. I'm not saying that she was the perfect, I know she wasn't the perfect parent. There's no such thing as a perfect parent. I'm not saying that she was a great parent. I'm not saying that she was a bad parent. I'm saying at this point where we are now, these are the reasons why it's where it is now. And if these things were better, we would have a healthier relationship. I'm not saying that we don't have a healthy relationship because I don't want nobody to twist my word. So look, check this out. So when I get to the prison, call her, she don't ask me none of this stuff. First thing she tell me is she needed some money. Man, I was gonna send her $500. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm in prison. She asking me for $500 in prison. Before I went to prison, she asked me for $1,500. My mama have a pattern of asking me for money. I don't know if it's because she feels that I'm always able to get it. I'm the strong one. I'll figure it out. I don't know what it is. But I'm finna send her the money. I done called Gail, the little Indian junk that I was engaged to. I'm telling her the situation. She was like, baby, I'll split it with you. You know what I'm saying? She was gonna give her the other $250. So she called to ask my mom if she still needed the money. When she called and asked my mama that she still need the money, she said, yeah. My mama proceeds to tell her, I'll call you later on. I'm getting my nails done and I'm going to the movies. So when she called me back and tell me that my mama was at the nail shop getting the nails done and getting ready to go to the movies, I said, don't you send her a dime. She said, why not, babe? I said, don't send her a dime. I said, for her priorities has got to be screwed up. She knowing she done asked me for $500. Do she need the $500? Probably so. But if you need the $500, that's telling me that you need to be holding on to your money because you either behind or some things you need to be, that you know coming up that you need to pay for. So why is it that you at the nail shops getting your nails done and getting ready to go to the movies and you still want the $500 from your son who is in prison that you ain't asked how he doing? Not now. Time. So look, check this out. So I get out of prison. My first day out of prison, my ride home was probably about 8 hours. I ride home for about 8 hours, you know what I'm saying? I want to see my daughter first before I seen anybody. So when we pull up to the house, I pull up to the house to see my mom. I walk in the house. I ain't seen my mom in 10 years straight. So as soon as I walk through the door, I'm emotional immediately. My mama she done moved in a different house, but the house still got that scent. So I'm triggered, I'm emotional. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to touch her, I'm ready to hug her. You know what I'm saying? And when I walked in, I'm looking at her, she looking at me, we looking at each other. She stood up off the bed, and she stood up off the couch, and it looked like she done shrunk a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I hugged her. And when I hugged her, after she sit down, I ain't get no meal. I ain't asked was I hungry. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get that embracement that you see on the internet when people ain't seen their children or seen their son or their daughter, and you know what I'm saying, or whoever or somebody that was in the arm. I didn't get that. I wasn't expecting that neither though. Because I've only seen my mama cry one time my entire life. I've never seen my mama break. I've never seen my mama be emotional, but one time, and that's when the judge was talking crazy to her because I was finna skip out on court until they called me and asked me could I pass a drug test. And if I was gonna pass a drug test, they were gonna let me go home. And everybody know I've never done a drug. So when they called and told me that, I came to court, I took a drug test. But when I walked into court, the judge was chewing out my mama. My mama turned around, that was the first time I had ever seen my mama in tears. Now, when she sit back down on the couch, I hadn't been in the house 3 minutes at the time. Maybe not even 2.5. And she said, I need $800. I said, huh? Now I was happy. I'm cool. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling good. But at the same time, I know what I just heard. You just asked me for $800. I ain't been out of prison. I ain't been home 5 minutes. And then she tell me what she needed it for. And I laughed. I was like, it was up. But I was triggered on my first day home. My first day home, I hadn't been asked a meal. I hadn't been embraced the way I should have been embraced. I had not, you know what I'm saying? And immediately you asked me for $800. Now, true enough, like I said, I ain't saying all this to just talk. I'm just explaining why I feel that it's the way it is now. I hadn't talked to my mama now in probably 30 days. You know what I'm saying? If not that. She asked me for $125 because she was getting ready to go out of town somewhere with this guy that she done met. I didn't give her the $125, you know what I'm saying? And she don't care nothing about what's going on in my life, what I'm doing. All she know is my son make money, he's got it. Listen to me. I got bills, and that's another thing. People watch your following, people watch your likes, people watch your views, and they automatically think you have all of this money. Do you not know I have bills like I have a life, like I have real life things going on at all times. And for some reason it's just, oh, I know he got it. No. And even if I do get it, I mismanage my money. That's what's wrong with a lot of people, especially in the black community. You mismanage your money. You know how many people went through them stimulus checks, them PPPs, and them SBA loans and whatever else loans that they went through because every time you get a little piece of money in your hand, you run through it, and now you waiting for the next thing to come around so you can get back where you was trying to get. You always trying to get up, because when you get up, you don't know how to stay up. It's because you don't know how to manage your money. You don't care nothing about managing your money. Only thing you care about is being presentable. You care about being fresh. You care about looking nice. You care about going out, taking pictures, showing people what you eating, and showing people where you at. And then you look back and you behind on your bills, and you calling somebody who strive hard, who work hard, who manage their money, who prioritize their life, and then you want to treat them like they owe you something because of the predicament and the situation that you in. That is not how it works. I have not worked the 5 years that I have worked. I have not traveled all of these places. I have not made all of these videos. I have not read all the information that I have read. I have not studied the word that I have studied the word. I have not done all the research that I've done online, offline, however, wherever I got the research. I have not sit on the phone with people for hours at a time, networking, getting information, learning things. I have not learned and soaked all of these things up to give them to somebody who feel that they don't have to do it. And I don't care if it's mama, daddy, daughter, brother, sister, cousin, friend. I don't care who it is. I didn't put all of this work in, the same work that you can do, the same effort you can make, for you to feel like, oh, they got it, so I can just go and get it. No. Now, and that's how I feel like I get treated a lot of times when it comes to not just my mom, but a lot of people. But this video is particularly about my mom. Now, I don't know why she's went. I don't know the reason she'll say we've went a month, but that's what it came from for me. We were just fine until you asked me for $125. Man, everybody know I shoot it straight. My mama know I shoot it straight. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't no video to drag my mama. I'm just saying there's a such thing as parental entitlement. And a lot of parents don't like to take accountability and responsibility for their actions. So after I had been home a couple of months, look, check this out. We sit in the living room, we talking. It go from the living room, it go to my sister, it go to my mama's room. As we sitting in my mama's room, my sister and my mama having a heated conversation about something. And in this moment, I felt like my sister was trying to express a lot of things she have not been able to express because she didn't have somebody around that can help get my mama to see what she was trying to say. Because 9 times out of 10, my mama probably had been gaslighting her. A lot of parents don't believe that they do that, but you do. And you be wrong. Because your child is trying to tell you something they seen with their own eyes, heard with their own ears, and you trying to distort their reality and make it as if it's not what they seen and what they heard. They know what they seen, they know what they heard, and they know what they felt, and you trying to take that away from them. You trying to take their voice away from them, and you try to tell them they need to stay in the child's place. And then when they grow up later on down the line, you wonder why they feel the trauma that they feel. You wonder why they not as affectionate in their relationship. You wonder why they don't know how to show genuine love in their relationship. You wonder why they got trust issues in their relationship. You wonder why they don't know how to be as vocal and don't have a voice in their relationship because it was stripped away from them, from their parents. I learned this from my parents. I carried this into my friendships. I carried this into my relationship. A lot of parents wonder why their children gossip because they watch their parents gossip. They watch you sit on the phone, talk about A, B, and C, and X, Y, and Z. They watch you talk about what went on in work and why it went on in work and who's sleeping with who and who doing what. And then your children sit around and they hear that. And then you wonder why they are the way that they are because they soaked it up from you. And see, that's what a lot of parents don't want to take responsibility for. They wait for you to get grown and then say you grown and not know you can trick